There's nothing funny at all in this whole wide world. Nothing funny has happened to me in 11 days. Things have been very serious indeed, and all of you here in this great cathedral hall, coming here to my pre-wake sleep of death, thank you for your attendance. Thank you for this commemoration of my life.
Thank you for
all of the terrible things you've done for me in my life. Mr. President, Mr. Professional, Mr. Who's that guy? He's like the guy who is the president of this high school. Mr. Principal. Thank you, Mr. Principal, for fucking me up and being mean to me that one time that I threw an apple in the cafeteria and it exploded and you said, you gotta clean that up. That was very traumatizing for me, and it really, I think, was one of the main things that set me on the course of this life and then brought us here today at my pre-wake funeral. I think that I'd love an apology from you. Let's hold the phone here. Let's talk about apologies. What is it about them that makes them so fucking not helpful? And let me tell you what I mean. I'm gonna come back into full seriousness, as very much this episode is themed. But apologies don't make any sense to me, and I'll tell you why. For one reason, the idea of being sad about something you've done to someone is beautiful and is great. And expressing that and being like, oh,
I'm so sorry. Oh my god, did I step on your toe? No, baby. Oh, god. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. You poor thing. Oh, you poor sweet baby. Oh, here, I kiss it all better. Is that okay? Is it better now? Is that okay?
So, on one hand, apologies are so great. That's awesome. I'm all for it. I am a big proponent of being nice to your friends and not hurting them and not hurting their toes, especially not hurting their toes, because a lot of people walk around on their feet all day, step, step, step. How many steps do you think you've done today, huh? 4,000, 5,000? I guess you know now if you have a cool iPhone or Android, but the point is you're stepping around on these toes a lot, and they're not getting that much recognition. A lot of people are just owning their toes and thinking about them just as nothing, and they're not realizing that without them they couldn't even walk. Think about that. People love their feet. They say, I take one footstep in the sand and there's the other one there carrying me. And they're talking about this all the time, and they're thinking about it all the time, and they're using it as a part of their conversation. They're saying, oh, I'm so glad my footsteps are there. There's another one walking beside me in the sand. And they're not realizing that without their toes, they couldn't even do that. They couldn't even make footprints. All they could make is a huge, big sweep of a blob as they propel themselves around on their hands and drag their body. So toes are great. Okay? Toes are great. Being fun to your friends is nice. And what's even more nice is being nice to your friends. But the idea of an apology being something that breaks open a situation that already isn't meant to work out, now that's what I'm talking about here on this fucking show. Apologies? No. I will not apologize for saying I don't know. How do I put this into reality? How do I give a true example of this without giving everything away? That's the feeling of trying to make something work when it's not working. And that's what I mean. Let's go down the path of things are working. Like me, the other day, I was working at the job site, of course, and it was kind of a weird day. It's kind of blustery, windy, and here I am, of course, at the job site doing my labor. Obviously, you know how it is and what I do. And anyway, the wind's starting to pick up, and the leaves are definitely starting to blow in, and I can't have that because the concrete's not going to set correctly, and it's going to get all the stuff sticking to it. So I got to get the wind blower out there and blow the leaves away before the natural wind blows them down on the concrete. And everything was fine, and of course, you may notice that my voice is different now, and what wound up happening is the wind from the real world and the wind from my leaf blower, they started having a big fight, kind of, and it came to be a little bit more about the wind versus the wind rather than the leaves just getting off of the job site. And it created a little bit of a weird vortex of wind kind of swirling around, and it entered my body. It came into my body and made me shut the leaf blower off. And now my voice sounds like this. And I don't know what to do, and I hope that I can get some compensation, please. I need a workman's compensation because of the job site. Something bad happened to me, and now it affects my everyday life. Sure, it doesn't affect my work. I don't need to talk to nobody to blow the leaves off the concrete. But my wife and my child? My wife and my child are freaked out, and they don't know what to do. And my wife's making me sleep on the couch because our child is 2 years old and he sleeps in the bed with us, and he's too scared of me to even be near me. And it fucking sucks. And the only thing that's gonna make it better, please, please, Mr. Principal, is an apology.